And now we're alive.
We're on fire! Fire!
Fire!
Fire!
Sylvester's not in here, right?
No,
Because I saw Ward out there, but I didn't see Sylvester.
Celeste?
I think what's fun is, do you have two like cameras in there now?
Yes.
Okay, that explains it. Because I can see I see the back of Steve's head, and then I also see Ryan's terrible tattoo.
Wait, what did you say? I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't.
said-
That's why I said it.
He said you have a terrible tattoo.
Which one?
Exactly. If you have to
Fuck you,
ask
man.
which one, they're probably all bad.
I like my tattoos, so that's all that matters.
You're a tattoo.
You're a towel. Great, that's gonna be the sound now.
Actually, I'm not recording you, so.
Oh, thank God. Should I be recording me? Because I don't want to.
Well, no, I just haven't hit record on you yet.
Oh, wunderbar. Hi, everybody at home. How's everybody doing tonight?
Because you are a towel.
Yeah, so we have our new camera, which is recording basically me,
That one?
Caitlin, and you see the back of Steve's head.
Oh, that's new camera?
Yeah, and then we have old camera
Old camera.
that is the Steve, Ryan, and Sal camera, which
Sal.
you can't see Sal right now.
I can
because
see
he's
Sal
hiding.
just fine. He's the skull man.
Well, yeah, that's in his tank, but
And you can kind of see the fire.
Fire!
Today's sponsor, Lemon Water.
Oh, that's... I wanted to bring my boom sauce.
I mean,
It's not
we haven't
very
started yet.
fiery.
You can go get a beer. You can crack open like an asshole, because that's my bit, you dicks.
No, I don't have one. I was being nice today.
Mhm.
Maybe I should go get one now.
Maybe by the end of drinking that.
oh wait, everyone can see the sign now, so I have to actually set that sign up.
What sign?
The sign behind you.
There is no sign.
Oh, the Blue Moon one?
Yeah.
Is it because you're a pirate? Should we turn off all the other lights though?
Just sit here in
Hang
the
on,
car.
Justin. Just move out of the way real quick.
No, I don't think that's good for
It's terrible. I'm telling you right
recording to do that.
To record in the dark?
Yeah.
Oh, for the video, duh. I was like, audio? Why does the amount of light in the room affect
now. Justin,
the
do
audio?
yourself
I
a
don't
favor
know.
and just look at it on the video.
Oh, you can't really see it very much. It just looks like Steve has a halo.
Halo. Steve is a very good boy.
That's my Blue Moon sign that cost me like $2 because the guy was not sure if it worked or not.
Mm.
So, and it works perfectly and it looks fucking beautiful, even though you can't see it on camera. Whatever. It's
If
fine.
it was on the new camera, you might be able to see it, but since it's on the old one,
Yeah. You could see the visible difference. Like, I don't know if you
I can
saw the
see it, yeah, I'm
stream, but
looking
like
at it
you could
because
see the
Hi,
visible
Mom.
difference
ours
between the
looks
two.
like white light and theirs looks yellow.
Stop smoking into your camera, you two. It looks like I put a filter over you guys.
They're in Mexico and we're in America.
Nice.
You're a pirate.
There's a
don't-
storm front coming in!
Oh my god.
I can't wait for it to be winter and you guys just like blowing fucking mad cotton out of your breath.
All that cotton. Gotta get that cotton.
Chuffing that mad cotton.
Did you listen to the new Boom Bam?
Yes, I did. It was wonderful.
It was
I
so
actually-
good.
I was doing a ride along today and the guy was laughing his ass off, like, with everything.
They kept
So.
going on so many good tangents. It was excellent.
Okay. You broke it.
I broke your mic.
Thanks, Dad.
Now nobody can see the bald spot.
I fucked up.
Brutal. Brutal.
That's fucked up.
Just trying to help, Steve.
Dude.
Okay, so John, do you want to go over what we'll be talking about tonight for the pre-show before we do the show?
Yes, give me 15 seconds. I have to grab something.
1 Mississippi.
It only
2
takes you 15
Mississippi,
seconds.
3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi.
Okay,
5
good.
Yeah, that was
Mississippi,
15.
I told you.
Nine
I know my timing.
10 Mississippi.
Oh, John, you want me to bring you this camera for you?
Do you want to be on camera, John?
I don't know. I kind of like being just like the god type figure, voice of reason, that nobody can actually see. It's kind of fun for me.
No one listens
Okay.
to
Also
we may
that.
be able to see you, but I don't know if those other descriptors were accurate.
Yeah, trust me. The people at home really don't want to see my ugly mug. I can already tell.
I don't know how the last video go down. Good, bad.
Yeah. No, everything's good.
The last video was
We
good.
sound better as of the interlude that I'm working on right now because of the software change. The interlude that I'm working on right now that'll be out tomorrow after I do my thing in the morning. That'll be out tomorrow. The interlude, it sounds 100 times better than every episode before it because of the new software. So.
I did something right for a change.
Yes, Mom, exactly.
I'm confused.
You see how far behind she is?
Yeah.
Oh, did she just comment on one of the videos?
No, she's
She's
commenting on
commenting
something.
on
She's
it, yeah.
commenting live. Well, technically live. It's recording, and then it has like a 15-second
Yeah, but where? I don't see it. I have the video. Oh, there she is.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see how far behind she is?
See, I can only see the comments if I open the video, but if I
Yeah.
open the video, then it makes
Yeah.
all the noise.
No,
Right.
Just turn off the volume.
Because
All right, shall we?
15-second Yeah. All
sounds
right.
off. It doesn't matter.
As you're
Let me
playing
just
There we
your,
go.
your
Oh, I had to turn the
Facebook
ringer
doohickey.
and the sound off.
When?
There we go. I love how your mom agreed with me about the voice of reason comment.
Shocker. Anyway,
Do this. Let's
So,
record there. That's coming through.
are you,
Coolio.
you
Coolio.
recording me yet? Or?
I'm about to.
Hey.
We're going to start. Let me just do last minute sound checks. Where the hell is the headphone?
Are you sure you're
There
close
it
enough
is.
to your mic?
No, I'm gonna lean forward when we actually record.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Test me. Okay, sound good. Kaylin, give
What
me a
up?
test.
Test. Can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 3.
What
1,
happened?
2, 3.
Yeah, 3.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Stop!
Steve.
Hello. Test 2, 3, 8, 4, K, Z. I don't know.
Yeah, it's enough. Rye.
Welcome to the radio station WSIN.
WS.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
pull those out of your ass?
I did, although I think I know what WSIN isn't that the
1590 AM, WSIN, Southern Connecticut State University Radio.
Yeah,
You're
that's right.
listening
That's
to
where I
John
got it.
Rivniak.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you listening to? It was actually my radio show for my last 3 years.
Yep.
That's sad. Oh my god. Okay, are you ready to start, John?
There was a girl on Tinder that said WSIN radio host. I'm like, oh, so you do the college name. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, starting.
You know,
in-
low-hanging fruit there, Ryan. Thank you.
I know.
That's what she said.
Hey, Justin,
Starting.
just give me a good old, thumbs up to the camera, and that's when I'm going to jump in, all right?
Yeah, but you're behind where we are.
Yeah, like 15 seconds.
Trust me, it'll be funny.
Okay, I'm still gonna count down so we can actually start.
Well,
Um,
I just think that you should do the thumbs up. That way there's
3,
actually
2,
adequate
1, go.
space.
3, 2, 1. Recording.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of the 3-episode podcast Trio on Disney. I am your host, coming to you from Junior IV Production Studios, Boston, Massachusetts. John, the Rivniak, my good friends down south in Connecticut. I already see the finger, thank you. My good friends down south in a studio, I guess, Derby. Did we even come up with a name for your studio yet? The Hunter's Keep? I don't even know anymore.
It's something like that. I don't care. It's just the studio.
Oh,
It's just this was Studio A, and yours is Studio B. So
yeah, but mine's Studio Awesome. And anyway, hey, real quick, just before you guys get to do my bit. All right. So,
It's real
coming to you
important for him
from...
to do that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's so important for his ego.
It is. I got to
I don't
stroke
think
it.
anybody even has a can here today. Ryan
Nope.
has some fire vitamin water.
Yeah,
Justin's got
nobody
water.
was ready
I've got
to do-
water.
You did it on the one episode that none of us had a can ready.
I know. You know what's even better is I was watching the stream and I saw that and I said, this is the time. This is my time to shine. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
so...
my beer.
Next week I'm gonna get a battery can that has that specific noise
You mean-
when it opens.
you mean
So
Jolt?
just
You're
reopen
going to get
it?
Jolt? You're
Yeah.
going to get sponsored
Yeah.
by Jolt?
Maybe
Jolt?
I'll get a big battery can and maybe
This is
Monster
for
or
Justin's...
something.
Oh my god, you're gonna get a
Oh,
Jolt
yeah.
C?
Maybe.
If
Anyway,
you find one.
Sponsored by Joe Cola, if it exists.
I'm gonna go the fun way for me. I'm gonna start left to right, and I'm gonna go with we got Steve down there. Say
That's
that.
not starting in any order.
Yeah,
He can't, he's sitting on two different cameras, so for
I
us,
can-
that's the center of the room. Just
Oh, okay.
saying.
Caitlin right next to him.
Sup?
Ryan a diagonal from her,
Hello.
and I guess Justin's there at some place too. I don't see him at all.
Okay.
He's
Hello.
on the video. What do you
Video, He's
mean?
right there.
I don't. He's just being an ass. It's fine.
Have you
It's
met
whatever.
me? That's me.
No.
So,
Yeah.
so welcome everybody. So last week we talked a little bit about the Disney theme parks and the fun we had as kids, and that I continue to have as an adult because why shouldn't I spend that hard-earned cashola on trips like that? But Caitlin, you had something to add to that this week.
I did. So on Saturday, I went to the beach, and while I was at the beach, I happened to overhear a woman complaining about Disney. Actually, it was funny because it's relevant to the podcast because she cited pretty much everything that Justin, Ryan, like everything that was said in the studio over here. I know we were kind of shitting on going to Disney
Yeah, you
a
were
little bit.
hardcore.
But she agreed. She said that it was a lot of money. She was really anxious to go down there with 3 little kids. She didn't know anybody who had been to Disney before, so she didn't know like what rides to go on or how to plan it or really even like how to like think about going about setting the whole trip up. So I just think that goes to show that like what we were saying is kind of spot on. Like a lot of people are feeling those frustrations with Disney.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, she could have done research and stuff, but I don't know. I don't remember back in the day when we went as kids there being anything like that.
There wasn't.
I mean, we weren't involved in the
Planning process.
planning process.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there was a planning process necessarily. I think we just wandered into the parks.
I
Yeah.
think that kind of changed a little bit with the addition of the Fast Pass.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I went to Disney the second time, the Fast Pass was just, like, starting to be a thing. So,
Yeah.
like, now you have to, like, plan the rides out. What were you saying, John? It was, like, 30 or 45 days, depending on if you're staying
So-
on or off.
Yeah,
property.
so you get 3 per day, and then you get a 4th one that you add every time once you use your 3. So if you have to wait until 6 o'clock to use your 3rd fast pass, you don't get a new one until after that. But if you're staying on property, which if you're gonna go to Disney, you might as well, just because it's so much more convenient. It's 60 days out. And then if you're staying at like a Good Neighbor hotel, which is like, the Hilton or, the things like that, the La Quinta that are like 35, 40 minutes away anyway, it's like 30 days out. And, people like me get first dibs on the same rides that you want to take.
So, one thing that I forgot to talk about that was one of my favorite memories when I was a kid of going to Disney was back in the day when they had the Disney Experience, I believe it was called, the actual arcade that they had set up for
Disney
a while.
Quest.
Disney Quest. Yeah.
It was a
Interesting. I don't
4-story
remember that.
building.
You don't
paid
remember
one
that?
price.
It had the Temple Run with the remote control cars under the floor.
Right.
It had the like paddling in a basically like Mario Party, the Mario Party River Quest, but this was like everybody in like a pontoon boat, and then the screen in front of you actually like interacted with what you were doing.
Okay.
Kind of thing. It was cool. It was pretty awesome.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't remember that. But, but like I said previously, it's been a really long time since we've been to any of the Disney parks. Well, at least I've been to any of the Disney parks. So I don't know.
Go.
Is anybody else have anything else to cover under theme parks, or do we want to move on to the actual thing of this?
I saw Stitch when I went.
I
That's
don't know if I believe you, because last week you said you'd never been. This week you said you have been. I just
I will
don't
keep
trust
you guessing forever.
It's kind of like the time that he said he saw the new Avengers movie, and then he just found out that he spoiled it for himself to do the podcast.
Yep.
Because I did it for you guys.
He did it for the listening audience.
He
And
did it
the
for the Vine,
audience,
guys.
just that
Did it for
guy.
the Vine.
Yep.
Okay. So tonight's episode is on Disney original TV shows and movies, right? Correct, Josh?
Dang right.
Okay.
Now, John, why did you decide on this being the topic tonight?
So
I think this is what we were mostly talking about when we were talking about Disney, right? This was like one of the big
This
things
is
that
a
we
topic
were.
that I'm excited about.
kind of,
to be
Yeah.
sorta,
honest.
and the reason I came up with it, and I'm not even gonna say I didn't come up with it at all, but we actually did hit on this a whole lot with our last trio, but we didn't like fulfill it, and we didn't like do it justice, So I realized that like I could have said your favorite Disney films, and everybody would immediately go back and talk about, the ones that we had growing up that we went to see in theater, the Pocahontas, the Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
the Lion King, all those. But then nobody would have talked about, and Ryan, this is one you brought up in the group chat earlier, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, or the 13th
Fuck yeah,
Theater,
Xenos Lapidus, motherfucker.
or Smart House, or...
Honestly, the Disney Channel original, like, those are the movies that I think of when I think of Disney, like, for
Mhm.
nostalgia. Like, this is what made my childhood. I remember, like, staying up because they would always start at, like, 8 o'clock at night, and, like, that's when I was supposed to go to bed, but, like, my parents would let me stay up to watch the movies. So, like, good times.
And I mean, they were decent. Most of them
Yeah.
are pretty decent quality movies.
Yep.
I mean, they're not all they're not like Lifetime movies or anything like that. They're like
They were never-
step above
They were never, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a step above Lifetime. They were never absolutely horrible. Like
Yeah,
I don't remember. I mean, I guess it's nostalgia glasses that I might be, or nostalgia goggles that I might be thinking about these with. But most of those movies were good, I guess.
I
Not
remember,
good,
Like, there were
but,
some
like-
that were like not so great, but like I feel like there were only a few. Like I don't have really any that I think of, and I'm like, ugh, that movie. Like why
Maybe
did they
it
make that?
deserves going back to and watching some of our favorites to see what they look like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really
I mean,
don't
some of them I've watched decently recently,
Yeah.
but like other ones, it's been a long time.
Well, I mean, I just recently tried to watch the first Bill and Ted's, and I couldn't get through the first half hour of
I
it.
don't think
That's a
I've
Disney
seen
movie.
that.
No, it's not a
No,
Disney
but
movie, but I'm
it's-
giving it as an
Oh.
example of this is a movie that I used to really love, and I put it on the other night, and I was just like, this movie is so stupid.
That's
This
terrible.
movie is so dumb.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even put up with watching it past a half hour, and then I ended up watching the Detective Pikachu, and that was kind of better. It was more entertaining, huh?
How was Detective Pikachu?
Pretty good. I mean, it wasn't.
Pretty good if you shut off your brain.
Yes.
Basically, what he
Yes.
described it, because I haven't seen it, but when he was watching it, he said pretty good if you shut off your brain.
Yeah.
That was the
Perfect.
You
basic.
have to completely shut off your brain of like actually trying to think about it, but otherwise they did a really good job of saying this is set in the Pokemon universe. Except for there's one weird thing about it, and that is right at the beginning they said it as, "Oh, this is Rhyme City," and because they didn't want to do the whole thing about Pokemon battles, they wanted to give an excuse for why there wasn't Pokemon battles all the way through. Even though there is one, And the excuse is, in Rhyme City, and only in Rhyme City in this whole world, Pokemon battling is outlawed. And Pokemon aren't put in balls. You have one Pokemon that hangs out with you, and that's your partner. You have a Pokemon partner, and you don't have any other Pokemon. You just have one Pokemon, and it hangs out with you all the time, and it's out. It's your
So
pet,
it's Pokemon Yellow.
kind of.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But everyone has their own Pikachu, basically. Everyone has their own whatever Pokemon is their like spirit animal kind of thing. The one thing that I saw like the end coming from the very beginning, kind of thing, and you kind of know it because there's this whole thing of why
Well,
Pikachu
let's not get
can't
into that because we're
can't
not.
remember what happened.
Yeah, we'll get
and
back
why
into
he
that
can
later,
talk.
Ryan. This is
Yeah,
absolutely
let's
not a
sidetrack.
Disney
Yeah.
film.
Yes.
So to get us back on track, let me see if I can throw a little trivia your way, John. But what's
Oh.
the first ever Disney made-for-TV movie?
Was it the basketball one?
No, actually, because
No,
Under
wait,
Wraps was
wait.
in 1997.
Under Wraps was the first Disney Channel original movie.
Oh, I don't know then. I unless I just misunderstood the question.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Disney.
The
Channel
first
original.
ever Disney made-for-TV movie. So the first Disney movie that was
On
only on
TV.
TV. So like Disney original movie was Tiger Town
Yeah, I
in
don't.
1983.
Never actually saw that. So good work,
Yes,
team.
it was about the Detroit Tigers. It was a baseball movie.
Well, that's why I never watched it because baseball was boring to me.
Yeah, it aired on ABC or Disney Sunday Movie.
Mm.
Yeah, but it was a Disney movie that was made for TV, and it was the first ever Disney made for TV movie.
What was the first Disney Channel original?
Under Wraps.
What's Under Wraps?
It
That's
was
the mummy
with
one.
the mummy.
Oh yeah! Wow.
That's
I
the first ever
completely
Disney
forgot
Channel.
about that one.
Yeah, that's the first ever Disney Channel original movie.
I had a nightmare about that movie when I was a kid.
I think
I
most
want to hear
people
about
did.
that.
Well, so it wasn't really based on. It wasn't because of the movie itself. I don't think so. It was okay, and it was that movie mixed with The Nightmare Before Christmas because
Okay.
my mom wouldn't let me watch that movie, and she convinced me it was like this horribly scary movie or whatever. So I had this nightmare that like I turned into a mummy, and I was like all wrapped up in like stuff, and then I like died and I was in a coffin, but then I came back to life but was still a mummy and like had to like figure out why I died or whatever. I
Is
don't
that
know.
the plot of the movie?
No, I don't think so, but it was just like I was the mummy from that movie
So-
in my dream.
If,
No,
if
the
memory
12-year-old
serves,
he discovers a mummy in his basement.
and then it kind of follows like the Encino Man plot, except
Yeah.
for Disney. And Encino Man is basically they melt down. I forget who the actor is, but he's like a caveman, and then he like lives in like 1980s like California.
Yep.
Oh.
But the mummy lives in whatever the Disney Channel town was. I forget, but you know.
The Disney Channel. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I was 7 years old when that film came out, and I hated anything that even appeared scary, so I never watched it. Which includes movies like Halloween Town 2, Halloween Town 3.
That
I
sound
was
is
gonna talk about those
amazing.
ones. It's on Hulu. I'm gonna actually
It-
watch it soon.
It also includes Phantom of the Megaplex, because
No,
that
I like
was
that one
terrifying.
too.
Oh, that's a
No,
good
those are so
one.
good.
Phantom of the Megaplex is a very good movie.
It's a very good one.
It's
No. So
no,
I-
wait, you know what? Phantom of the Megaplex probably is under those. If you watch it nowadays,